First, thank you for clicking on the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave any comments. Also, don't forget to go over to the website and check out the blog at BJiuJitsuTV.com. What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I have 3 no-gi rolls for you today, and I'm going to jump right into it. So right there, I just kind of did a step through guard pass. And I just replayed this honestly because I don't do a whole lot of ankle locks, but I kind of like that little entry right there that I fell into. But you see me fall back on his left ankle for like an inside heel hook. And I just realized that, you know, he had that ankle brace on. So I kind of asked him real quick in the middle of the roll, like, you know, you all right for me to attack this ankle? And you could tell he has on the MMA gloves. He was practicing for a fight. So instead of me risking hurting that ankle, I just went ahead and transitioned into something else. So he rolled out of the knee bar that I transitioned to, and then looks like he's going for another leg entry. Boom, I knocked that foot off my right hip, and I think I'm waiting for him to sit up to kind of go for like a knee cut or like X pass or something like that, but he didn't sit up, so I kind of engaged him a little bit. And let's see what I went for. Again, he's kind of going for some foot and ankle entries, and I felt pretty safe in my right foot. I got some weight driving down into the mat, so it's going to be kind of hard for him to get me in like a straight ankle lock from that angle. So right here, I wanted to just push his right leg down and kind of high step back, but you see that left butterfly hook caught me on the way out, and I kind of smiled right there. I was like, you know, that was a good sweep. So here, let's see what we have. He's kind of facing my feet. Boom. Oh, that was nice. He kind of goes right to kind of my half guard. And here I'm trying to face him, but he's doing a good job of putting that pressure in my face, forcing me to look away. Because right now I want to turn into him so that I can kind of start working my half guard. So again, he's forcing me to look away. Kind of just maneuvers into like a quarter guard, I guess. Boom, pushes down. Good job pushing down on my leg. Now he's in a full mount. And let's see. He looks like he's kind of going between maybe a key lock and maybe an arm bar, kind of depending on what I do. I see that left foot creeping up on me. So it's kind of looks like, oh. So, looks like he went for the head and arm choke. Oh, yeah, he went for the head and arm choke here, and I didn't get a chance to get my left elbow down to the mat quicker than he can kind of get his forehead to the mat. So, I'm in that kind of position where it's not quite a choke yet. I do the answering the phone defense to kind of give myself some time. I didn't really want him to dismount. So, once he dismounted or got off the mount, I think he's going to try and go like knee on belly, and I'm like, nah, I don't want the knee on belly. So he just flattened out here, and I mean, I'm going off memory here. I could have waited a little bit longer, but eventually I probably would get the tap. I mean, he would probably get the tap anyway, and I wanted the roll to kind of keep going there. So instead of me just holding out, I tapped there. So looks like he's trying to kind of get underneath me, maybe for some more leg entries. And that's kind of what I was trying to do the first time, but he caught me with the butterfly hook. So as soon as I feel him reach for the Kimura, I kind of naturally just felt his back being exposed a little bit. That's not something that I, you know, looked for. Kind of just felt it as it was going. And you saw me kind of adjust my hips to get underneath him, and I had a pretty good grip there. And we kind of joked about it again here. I told him that I got that rear naked and kind of deep because I didn't have any gloves on. You see, again, he has the MMA gloves on. He was kind of getting ready for a fight. And the fact that I didn't have gloves on kind of allowed me to get that rear naked choke in kind of deep with the sweat and everything. Just sunk right in. So right here, I have double butterfly hooks. I think he's going to try to do kind of like a back step here. And it's a pretty good scramble here. I'll replay it in a second. Boom. About 2 or 3 good transitions here. And if you watch my videos, you know I like transitions. I'm sorry, scrambles. But right here, I see him kind of face my legs. So I'm coming up to my right elbow, and I'm kind of treating like a hip bump sweep. And as soon as his left leg comes back for base, boom, I switch my hips. And ideally, I wanted to end up on his back, but he did a good job of Granby rolling. I felt myself getting close to caught in the omoplata, so I kind of front rolled through that. And naturally, right, you see me grabbing back in my right hand. I'm trying to get back to the like kind of north-south choke. But he did a good job of getting his legs involved and keeping me kind of back in his guard. And I think the time runs out here. Yeah, time runs out. So, again, if you watched my last, like maybe 2 or 3 videos, again, you've seen us roll. So here it is again. And I kind of tried that step through pass, but his right leg stopped me from passing all the way. And I kind of fell right into what's that, like a inside heel hook right there. And I don't play with my ankles. Feet and ankles, I tap quick. You see the ankle brace there. I had that for a while. So I'm going to try it again, but this time I'm going to try to beat his right foot. So you saw it right there. I got it all the way to kind of like to his hip. So I passed here. And I don't know what this is called, but he kind of just elevated my hips and gathered me into his half guard. So right here, I feel that, I don't want to get off balance. I'm trying to put all my weight to the left. All my weight to the left. And I see that he has that kind of reverse Kimura grip. And eventually, I just lost it. And he had the underhook, too, to kind of help it. And it's just all downhill from here. Pretty much. So he passed the half guard, went right to the mountain. He's kind of just floating on me right now. Wherever I go, he's just kind of reacting to whatever it is that I'm doing and just basically waiting for me to make a mistake. And let's see, he's trying to get, it looks like he's trying to get back to, what is that, side control. And I'm trying to come up. I'm just trying to move and just kind of create things, so you see me kind of fighting for that underhook. Didn't quite get it. And I found myself with him in kind of like a half guard again. And you see me, I'm trying to just not get smothered. Like, when he gets control of your head on top of the weight and everything, it's just like, and I think I tapped right here because, I'm trying everything. I'm trying to, disconnect his feet. You saw me kicking at his feet, and that wasn't a submission there. It was just the weight. And honestly, I guess I got panicked. I basically panicked under the pressure, and I didn't have anywhere to go, and he could have sat there as long as he wanted, so I tapped out. So right here, that was a bad decision by me. Not even a decision, but the fact that I let him get control of both of my arms like that. Found myself in bottom half again. And right there, I think he just had the Kimura grip on my left arm. You couldn't quite see it, but it's no point for me to let him actually, get my arm away from my body and sprain my shoulder or anything like that. So I tapped out. It looks like he just went in. That was like kind of like a double leg from the knees. And I found myself in bottom full guard. Well, he's in my full guard. Boom, steps over the leg. Again, he's controlling the head. He goes right for the head to start controlling the head. And that's so annoying when somebody can just get to your head like that. That just kills a lot of attacks and kind of escapes. But again, I'm going for that underhook. And this time he just went straight to the full mount. I created a little bit of space there. Boom, goes for the weave pass. You see that left hand coming over of his. Goes right to my head. Starts controlling my head. And that's just like, it just gets bad after that. Gathering up on the head. And here, let's see, I think he went for like a half Nelson. Yeah, my head and shoulders kind of out of the frame here, but he went for like a half Nelson. I guess that's like a neck crank. So again, I tapped it right here. I'm like, all right, I'm going for broke. I know it's like maybe 30 seconds left, 30 seconds a minute, something like that left in the round. So I'm gonna try to do like a I don't know what you call it, but I wanted to jump over his head and end up on his back, but he kind of caught me in the midair. So I tried to, I tried to put my right leg over and kind of land. I wanted to land behind him, but didn't quite work. And I think the time ran out for that match. Let's see. Okay. So I'm apologize for this editing. I could have left that part out, but third roll here. You can see me. I'm gonna slow it down. I'm trying to get my right shin like kind of on his bicep and push it down so I can kind of come up for a triangle. So I'm pushing that out of the way. Start working that triangle. But I also got to gather his right arm. So I have his head in the triangle, and eventually I pulled his right arm in and kind of have that inside the triangle. So again, the triangle is one arm in, one arm out, and you can kind of just start working the finish from there. So boom, I just get the angle, and that was kind of deep, and he tapped there. So we reset, and let's see what we had next. So we kind of just pushing. Okay, so we ran out of frame here. I sped it up a little bit till we got back in frame. We reset, and let's see what we go for next. That was kind of like a hip toss from the knees to like a snap down. I wanted to start working kind of that front headlock game, but he slipped out. Little scramble there, and he's got me kind of in the front headlock with an arm. I think he was going for maybe, like right now you can't really see, but I'm fighting his hands. I don't want him to connect his hands and get that like that anaconda grip or Dars, anything like that. He kind of had it, but you can see his hands. They're not quite. There you go. He's getting that hand up on the bicep. And I kind of scrambled out. So I'm a little bit safer now. Let's see. So here I'm just trying to, stay safe. You see me, I'm tucking my arms in. I don't want him to get anything on my arms. So he goes to the Katami, kind of like a scarf hold, I think it's called. I'm sorry, scarf hold. And first I want to protect my left arm. You see in my last video, I actually got submitted in that competition. So what I did was protect that left arm and then scoop my hips right next to his. Then you want to push up and then back. And that kind of reversal has been working pretty good for me lately. Even with, bigger people that I'm rolling with is bigger than me. I like that kind of reversal for the scarf hold. So right here, I'm not sure what he was going for, but I kind of just felt myself landing right in the guard. I'm sorry, in the mount. And what I want to do, you saw me scoop up his left elbow. I'm trying to basically finish an arm bar from the mount. I want to get his left wrist right in my armpit. Again, I wanted to stay on top, but I kind of lost my balance and kind of had to bail out to that's like a side control type position. So here I'm just floating, staying on top. I feel the head and arm choke, but I kind of stopped right there. You saw me pause right there because the timer kind of makes a noise at the 5 minute mark. I'm sorry, at the 1 minute mark. So I let it go, thinking that the round was over, but we still had like a minute or something left. So I want him to grab my right leg, boom, so that I can treat that like a hook, flip him to the opposite side, and then kind of work to get that left hook of mine in. Let me see if I got that left hook in. Didn't quite get the left hook in, but I was able to kind of come up to the back. So here, it's kind of the end of the roll, getting to the end there, and I shoot my left leg. I was trying to come from his back and kind of shoot my left leg up into a triangle. So once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.